Hello, my name's James Pikeway, and welcome to the first installment of my How to Rock video conferencing. Honestly, I've got to tell you, just between you and me, a lot of people are doing video conferencing all of a sudden. We've been forced into it because of COVID-19, isolation, quarantines, schools closing, businesses closing. Our whole lives have been turned from one place to another place. What do we call that? Being turned upside down. But I got to tell you something. I've been involved in a lot of video conferences over the last couple weeks. I've been teaching online in video conference format. And you know what? I've really come to discover something that's very important. Nobody has taught you and me how to do better video conferences, how to present ourselves better. Honestly, we're pretty bad at it. And some of the videos that I'm seeing are horrible. No one would want people to be watching that if it wasn't in this kind of a situation. So why are we making these crummy VC presentations? I'm tired of watching them, so I'm here to help you do them better. So over the next couple of weeks, every day or so, I'm going to give you one little tip and one little thing to do to make your video conference experience better for the person watching it. So let's start with tip number one. Right from the beginning, think about it. What do you do when you get to wherever you're going to do your VC? Maybe it's in the kitchen, maybe it's in an office, maybe it's in your rec room, maybe it's in your Magilus, maybe it's in your living room, maybe it's outside. It doesn't matter where you're going to do it. Really, it doesn't matter. What matters is what's behind you. What is the camera that's focusing in on you? What's it seeing behind you, and do you want people seeing that? So take a look at my background here. I'm set up in one of my children's bedrooms. We have comics on the walls. We have, it looks pretty good. This is not such a bad background. It's not just one color. It's got some images. I'm not unhappy with those images. They're not risque. It's not just a blue background or a white background. But do I want to have something like this for people to look at? My closet with pieces of paper stuck on it. Do I want to have something like this for people to look at? My bookshelves with different things on them and a shelf full of knickknacks. Or does this background just about work well? For me, today, I'm looking at this background and I'm saying, it's not hard on the eyes. And it kind of matches my persona. But we'll have another chat about that at a later time. What I'm noticing is a lot of people aren't thinking about what's behind them. Now, here's the reason why you care. Because I know someone's saying, I don't care. It doesn't matter. The people I'm interacting with, they're smart enough to figure it out. Listen to me. Listen to me. Your job as a communicator is very simple. You're encoding ideas. Your job as a communicator is to encode ideas so that the person who's watching you can decode the ideas. Here's the thing. It's not just what you're saying that becomes part of what's being decoded. What you're saying is not the only part of the message. All of the media texts around you, the texts, all of them are part of the message. The sounds, the backgrounds, they all say something about you. So it's really important as you're sitting in that meeting, as you're sitting in that class, as you're presenting someone with something that you think is really important, it's super vital that you consider, what am I encoding in my message, and how is that encoded idea going to be decoded? The background is a whole bunch of your message that's going to be decoded. So please, please, please do me the favor of thinking about the background. So what does this mean? If you're in a business, put your logo back there. Really, I've sat in meetings and I've sat and watched people. I'm not going to name any of them. Andrew Thomas from digitalnexa.com. I'm not going to name any of them. But don't stand in front of a blank wall. Put your logo up there. Put a roller up there. Put even a piece of paper. Put a TV there with your logo playing on it. Put something there. If you're doing a VC, people want to remember where you're from. Make it easy from them. Here's the easy way to do it, folks. No matter what company you're from, go to your photocopier, go to your printer, print off your logo, tape it on the wall right behind you. Then all you do is look behind you and say, hey, there's my logo. Put it right above your shoulder so people can see it. Put your email address on it so people can see it. They're looking at it over and over again. Put your hashtag. It's another way to communicate information. But don't leave a blank wall. Don't leave a wall full of things that is going to confuse people or that is risque or is boring. Remember, you're communicating something. For me, in this context, that wall with this works beautifully to communicate what's happening. And think about it. If I was doing this, I might be getting really close to the camera. I've moved the camera in. I'm talking to the camera. What are people looking at? They're seeing, hey, there's a rafting thing. Hey, there's some comics. Hey, there's a football jersey from British Columbia. Awesome. Think about your background. That's all I want you to do. So, what's your homework? Till we talk again, really simple. Next time you get on your computer, next time you get on your phone, next time you get into your device that you're going to be doing that Zoom meeting with, that Hangout meeting with, that iConnect meeting with, the you name it other things meeting with, before you start talking, before you do anything, put on your camera, hold your phone, put it into your tripod, however you're going to position it, put your computer where you want it to be, put the camera on, and take a look at what it looks like behind you. If you're not happy with it, fix it. It's that simple. Remember, why is this important? It's not just vanity. Encoding of messages, decoding of messages. Everything in this picture, you're making a judgment about me based on what you see. Everything is part of the message. Control the message. First part, way to control it, encode what people are seeing and what they're going to think so that they decode it the way you want them to do that. Think about your backgrounds. And that is tip number 1 on how to rock video conferencing from me, James Pikeway. Follow me across the socials, The James Cast. One more time, follow me across the socials, The James Cast. Hey, thank you very much. More to come. Keep rocking your video conferencing. Later.